Welcome to the QSalesData video library. This video will take you through the initial configuration of the QSalesData Billing Module. The first thing to note is you want to be on a machine that has both the ACT client software, the Quickbooks client software, and the QSalesData software on the machine, and you want to have both ACT and Quickbooks open. And the first step you want to do is log into ACT as an administrator and go to a contact in ACT. So go to View Contacts and make sure you're on the Contacts view in ACT. And the first step is actually to sync the QuickBooks items into the ACT database. In order to do that, that's why we need the QSalesData license. You go to Tools, QSalesData Import, and click on the Sync Items button. It will note that it will refresh or it will clear out the ACT product list and rewrite it. That's what it's telling you here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit yes. It'll tell us, update us on what is going on here in the lower left. It's going to go ahead and pull in the items from QuickBooks into ACT, and then the sync is complete. And I can go ahead and hit close there. So now all of the QuickBooks items that exist in my QuickBooks item list now exist in the product list in ACT. The next step then is to configure the billing module. So go to Tools, QB Billing Config, and the first thing we want to do is click on the Build Fields button here. So go ahead and click on Build Fields and say yes when prompted. It's going to go ahead and build the fields that it needs to in order to use the QB billing module. At this point, the build fields process is done. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK, and I should close out of ACT and go back in order to refresh the field list. Okay, now that we're back in ACT, we can go back into the billing config, Tools, QB billing config. We got a couple other items to address. The next thing is you want to pick your default QuickBooks item. So this is if you were to create a new billing entry, what default item do you want to pick? Typically, if you're a consulting outfit, you're going to pick that hourly rate that you use the most here. So for example, I can set it to Consulting 150. And then the third piece is the triggers. Throughout the ACT product, our billing module will look for certain activities, and if those are marked done or completed, then it will ask you, do you want to bill this? So here you have all of your activity results, and notice here we have a custom activity type called billing, and when the billing completed is set, or an activity is set to billing completed, or a meeting is marked done, it's going to trigger that question, would you like to bill this? All the other types of activities will not be prompted to bill. So you can pick and choose which activity types should get prompted with the question, would you like to bill this? You set that, hit OK, and now your configuration or setup for the QSalesData Billing Module is complete, and you're set to go ahead and start using it. Feel free to look at our user's guide or watch the other videos on our site to go through how the product works. But your initial configuration of the QSalesData Billing Module is complete. Thanks for your time.